Okay, so I'm in Darling Harbour today, which is cool. I mean, this walkway I'm on now, you can walk all the way from here to Circular Quay. It's really, really cool. And there's a lot of smoke over there. This is the walkway. You walk along this bit here. You get the aquarium, but you have like the aquarium, animal resorts, wildlife. So you can all get tickets around here. That was really close to my mouth, sorry. So I'm just looking at the... Is it a fire? I don't know. Anyway, Darling Harbour. Oh, this is the place with all the flags too. I remember on that video. Oh, sorry, pardon my French. Missed a step. And oh yeah, there's some building works going on over there. Anzac Bridge is there. There, and yeah, so here we go. Look, that's the Sky Tower up there. There's a helicopter up there, so I reckon it's something bad. I'm sure I'll find out. I'll tell you later. Okay, so if you can't hear, you know, fire engines all going that way, so it's definitely a fire. Well, I think it was pretty obvious there was a fire, but oh dear, it's not good. It's doesn't look like it's a controlled fire either. Just walking down this bridge I'm on. Now, if video games have taught me anything, and you know, they obviously have, if I shoot this bit here and hold on to it here, I should end up all the way up there. Yeah? Those are the poop holes. So this is, I'm currently, so it's really low here. That's because this ship, the Endeavour, used to be a coal ship, and this used to all be open space, and they decided when they made it to cook for the Navy and things to put basically another deck on these beams here, because there are beams under here. So it used to be a coal ship. So they put another deck, but this is why it's low, not because English people are short. Because of course we're not. So back on top of the deck, my back hurts a little bit. And here we have the Kraken Summoner. See it? And here's the steering whip. Nice view of Sydney, minus the smoke. So if you haven't guessed, I'm on a lighthouse. There we go. And yeah, it's pretty cool up here. The interesting bit's inside though. There's an interesting bit inside here, which is basically to make this swing round and flash lights and things. There's a mechanism here which works a bit like a grandfather clock in the sense that it goes, there's the central bit all the way down, and I guess a pendulum and a spring, and maybe not a pendulum but a weight and a spring and a lot of rope. And you can have a look at the system. Oh, it's a chain, not a rope, my bad. You crank it all the way up, and then the weight pulls it down, and it drives these cogs, which then drives that one over there, which comes up to there, which drives this big thing here, then turns on this wheel here, turning the light there, which I guess was a halogen bulb or something. No, it would reflect out. Okay, so on another submarine this time, this one's the HMS Onslow. It was decommissioned in 1999 after 30 years of service. I think he said about a crew of 80. So those are hydrophones, by the way, for sonar and things. And as before, we're going down the torpedo hatch because it's slightly easier to do. It's not straight down, basically. More tourist friendly. Torpedo. This is the escape hatch. Should go up. This that's the suit you'd wear if you didn't have everything. It's actually very similar to the one I did before, so I probably won't record much of it. Might even be the same class. But yeah. Torpedo tubes down there. This thing here is, I can't remember the name of it, but it'll be in the it won't be in the previous video. But it is about there was an accident where a submarine actually sank because before you did it, opened the thing, you had to normally drain a little bit of water open a thing there to drain it, sort of thing, to make sure it was safe. But the problem is that they did that, it was fine, but then the hatch opened then. They did it in the wrong order, and so they opened the door and the water came flooding in and sank this ship. So now they have this little thing here where, so basically you drew a drain and then you open it first with that, so if water then does come out a little bit, you can turn it back, because that was the problem, they couldn't close it again. Whereas with that they can close it again, deal with the water and re-drain the tank. So yeah. Yep, this is the same submarine type. Not down to the dinosaur, but you know, it's the same. We control the whole ship.
If you look at the valves, right, different handles, right? So you know which one is which. Oh, the smoke blower. Everywhere, look, valves, look. Everywhere.
So this is in a slightly better condition, slightly. The fact they haven't taken everything out, it still has like the original covers. Whereas the one in Perth did have some things taken out. But yeah, it's just good. Also trying just seeing things. This was the room, which was what the man was saying, that all of this could be fitted into a iPhone. If you watched that previous video. Yeah, so this is the room. Filled with computers and lights and dib-dobs and phones, and the only thing in this room which it can't do is hold coffee. Okay, so that was the HMS Onslow, and this is the HMS Vampire. Now, unfortunately, this is the toilet room, but I thought I'd come in here anyway. Purely because, look, there's funny cartoon faces, so yeah, urinals everyone. So this is the wash basins and things, and you can come over here, wash your clothes, look out the window, see that there's a pink spotty boat there. Obviously soap trays and things. Hoover-matic Deluxe, which I guess was a tumble dryer. And of course you can have a shower. Time for noms. Nom-noms. Lemons, very important. Don't want to get scurvy. Yep. Interestingly, Captain Cook didn't lose a single man to scurvy on his ship, which was the first ship. Well, it was a replica, as you probably know. It's a replica, but well, it's part of it's like the original ship. It's redone original ship basically. That one, yeah. He didn't lose a single man to scurvy, which is very impressive in the 1800s. Or 1700s, sorry. So, this is the air conditioning unit. You thought the air conditioning at home was bad and noisy, keeping you awake at night. Well, try that one. Now, I don't know what this room is, but I'm sure I'll find out. I guess it's for the gun. You can turn the guns. Not very high. I'm squinting down a little bit. If you're wondering why I'm rushing through this, it's because I've not actually got that much time left. The thing closes at 4:30, and it's about 20 past now, so I'd like to get a decent time on it. Sleepy time. Also, these all beds are 6 foot in the Navy, so a man like me, and indeed most of the guys, would struggle for space, so to say. And they're not extremely comfy. You've got a mesh, so yeah, not extremely comfy, but wherever you are. Hope I got that reference right.
Unless you went on the upper deck and sat on a boller down on the quarterdeck where there was no one around, you didn't have any privacy. Because you can imagine having your own bedroom and 40 other people all sharing it with you, and all coming in, and if you were writing a letter, they'd all want to know what you were writing about, who you were writing to, and what was going on, and taking the mickey out of you. You know, and there was always something going on, and unless you could find a compartment that had nobody in it after hours, there was no privacy. And you got used to it, you know. I mean, you go and have a shower, there was no segregation. You had 5 or 6 people in having a shower and talking and yakking and carrying on. It was just a part of life. And that's why I say it's an entirely different life to any other situation. Army.
No girls allowed, Rach. He. Look, the anchors. Or the anchor, an anchor. Okay, so you just pause for a second there, you read that. Okay, and this is the turret gun. Look, there's another one. And there's one on the back as well. Now, a lot of, all modern ships, battleships certainly, they have these things on here, which are whole radio antennae, sonar, everything. But if they hit that, game over basically. So there you go. If you didn't get a chance to read that before, there you go. So as I said, the base of operations, all nice and dark and humid in there. Doesn't smell very nice, personally. But yeah, you're glad to know the fire's almost out, if you're wondering about the status of that. Also, there's the Roman Viking boat, and there's just a normal sailing boat, I think, or not sailing boat, but yeah, old fishing boat. So we're coming to here, and the Vampire, no admittance. These are the signal letters. Now, if I'm right, which doesn't happen often, but I might be on this time, I'm sure someone will tell me if I'm not, I reckon this is an anti-aircraft gun. So yeah, just thought I'd put that out there. I'll probably find that it's not, it's multi-purpose, or it's actually for small boats. But yeah, look, you can see the Advance there, HMS Advance. You have the same gun there on front, which makes me doubt, which is probably why I'm wrong. It's got a kangaroo and the bridge there to represent it's from Sydney. interesting things. Look, here we go. You can have a final sign of the bridge, and I'll show you the bridge as well. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm so good to you guys. You know, I'll even show you the bridge. This is the captain's quarters where he. Haha, I've got it right. I got it right. Although it's a slightly different gun. Slightly different gun. But hopefully I got it right. It looks similar, just has two instead of one. Look, here's the final big gun. 20 to 22 rounds a minute. That's quite a lot. And here you go. Now, if you're wondering why I'm just showing Rachel, it's because Thomas and Bucky are in my bag and they got taken off me, and they wouldn't allow me to take them onto the boats for some reason. So I was allowed to take Rachel, basically because she's just beads and string and a torch. But yeah, got a helicopter. Wave at the helicopter when you're on TV. I'll see if I'm on news. Now it's the end of the day, so they're taking down the flag. Goodbye, flag. And look. There you go. Wish I could have helped make it.